I've had a couple of experiences here that have led me to believe that there is the potential for...
Was that you?
...spirit activity.
I thought I heard a voice.
I did too.
And we both felt compelled to look up, and there was this like real angry energy from the stairs that just kind of drove us out of here.
Cell.
What?
Oh wow.
The very...
Body.
Was that you, not you?
That's second.
Music box.
Yeah, I heard a voice clearly.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ryan, and we are Paranormal Quest, and we are back at another haunted location in search of paranormal activity. Where are we, Dave?
We are in Delaware, Ohio at the Delaware County Jail and Sheriff's residence.
Yeah, this place has a lot of history. Believe it or not, we were here 2 years ago to investigate. We had an investigation, an episode that we uploaded called Nightmare Behind Bars. If you've not seen it, go watch it after this video because we had some interesting paranormal activity happen. But we're back to investigate this place with Adelaide Haunted Horizons, who we will check in with here in just a second. They're traveling all across America. We're going to be going to many haunted locations with them, so be ready for all of those episodes, all of those adventures. But look who's here.
Hello.
It's Miranda.
Miranda's here. Miranda, are you excited for the Delaware County Jail?
Very excited. I am so happy and excited to be here and even more excited to investigate.
That's right. It's been a little while since Miranda has been with us on an investigation, and she is excited to get back in the saddle, try and find some paranormal activity, try and capture some proof of the paranormal. What do you think? Should we ask Allison and Cag what they think?
Oh, I don't know. We can try. Let's go check in with them.
Let's go check in. So Allison and Cag,
Hello.
you are here.
Are we? Oh yeah, we are. We are, and they're very excited about doing it.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
If you can't tell, how many investigations have we done in a row? This is the first one that everyone is going to see from our road trip, but...
We're on 13.
We're on 13 in a row.
They've done 13.
And your event that we've done, so that's 13 in 2.5 weeks.
13 investigations in 2.5 weeks.
And an event.
And
an event. So that's why we all seem to be very scatterbrained, and there's nothing behind our eyes right now.
No, that's just usual. That's not because we're tired. It's the way it is.
But what do you think being back in America? What do you think?
I love it. I love coming over here. Yeah, we look forward to it, don't we?
We do. Everybody's so nice, so friendly, so easy to book into venues.
So I will say, everyone, please go over. The link will be in the description. Subscribe to Adelaide Haunted Horizons. I gave them a catchphrase, which I'm not going to say here right now because I'll let them unveil their brand new catchphrase. You want me to unveil the catchphrase to the audience? So put down in the comments what you think of this catchphrase I came up with for Allison and Cag. That catchphrase is, when the sun sets, look to the horizons, the haunted horizons. Cue intro music or outro music or whatever, wherever they use it. So
Whatever music.
no. You ready to get started with a little bit of history of the Delaware County Jail so that we can get into this investigation?
Let's do it. Let's jump right into it.
Let's go. We got some cells and haunted prison halls to investigate.
This building was built in 1878. Interestingly enough, the land that this jail was built on was originally intended to be a cemetery. And sometimes when you look at a Google map, you can see that it still is listed as that cemetery. There have never been graves here. No one has ever been buried here. It was never used for that intention.
The last inmate that walked out of here walked out in 1988, so it was in operation for 110 years. There's 4 tiers with 4 cells each, a total of 16 original cells. That's all they really needed for a county jail back in the day. By the 1980s, they were seeing some overpopulation. They hit a point of about 46 inmates that were back here. So they were doubled up in each cell, sometimes 3 per cell. Sometimes they just take those floor beds and they just kind of lay them out here wherever they would fit, and you slept where you slept.
You know, while at the time that this jail was built, it was very progressive, walking in here now, it seems crude, and it was. By the time of the 80s, it was time to move on to something more secure, healthier, and cleaner, better for people.
Wow.
Yeah.
There were some artists in here, that is for sure.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it, like with the way that the beds are chained to the wall, by the time they actually had 2 or 3 people, they'd probably either stick them on that wall, and then any more would be in the middle. You might be underneath this guy's bunk. I couldn't imagine 4 people in one room.
Yeah, that is tiny.
Yeah.
The graffiti in this building is an interesting point of conversation. We weren't sure because some of the graffiti was quite graphic and definitely not appropriate for today's conversation or today's day and age. But that's what history is. It's very messy, and it's not always appropriate, usually not appropriate for today's conversation.
People always like to ask if anyone's ever died in this prison.
Right.
The Historic Society is still looking into the deaths that have happened here. So far, we can think of 2. Like I said, it was finished construction in 1878. The sheriff at the time, his name was William Cutler. His wife Isabel passed away like right after they moved in here. And during the Victorian times, it was common practice to have your funerals and show the body in the parlor. So she actually would have been presented in there for a couple days before they moved her out. And then in 1958, the Historic Society found a obituary in the paper for a youth here named Arnold. He committed suicide by hanging in one of the cells. They didn't include that information in the obituary, so we're not sure which one it was, and we can't find that information in any of the Historic Society's records, but that was listed that someone has died back here in the cell area.
I've had a couple of experiences here that have led me to believe that there is the potential for spirit activity. I haven't seen anything with my own eyes yet, but I've heard things and I felt things, and I trust those around us. In the jail, there is a strong feeling of someone watching you from the second level.
One of our public walkthroughs, people were walking around looking inside the cells, and myself and Melissa with the Historic Society were sitting here at the tables. We're having our own conversation about something entirely different, and we both at the same time started getting goosebumps. Like you could see our hair raise up on our arms, and we both felt compelled to look up, and there was this like real angry energy from the stairs that just kind of drove us out of here. It's really hard to explain. We were just talking, and all of a sudden we were both like, we gotta get out of here. Like we ran out together, and we couldn't really explain why. It just felt like someone was pushing us out.
You know, when you just feel like someone's eyes burning into you? It was late at night. We were just talking, having a conversation. We weren't even trying to investigate paranormally, but we both kind of froze in the same moment and just had this feeling that we needed to get out.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, we're officially locked into the cell block of the Delaware County Jail. We've been here a couple of years ago, and we're here tonight with Cag and Allison of Adelaide Haunted Horizons. If you didn't know, we've been touring with them for the last couple of weeks. Go over to their channel, subscribe, like some of their videos, leave them some comments, tell them that Dave and Ryan sent you. And are you ready to get into this, Ryan?
Yeah, I am more than ready to investigate the Delaware County Jail here. I remember this cell block, we did an interesting Estes session last time we were here 2 years ago.
I'm gonna come upstairs. Is that gonna make you angry?
Up.
Yes. Who is this that's talking to me? What's your name?
And this area was very creepy. This jail was built in the late 1800s and it operated until the 1980s. So think of that. They were utilizing a jail that was built for the 19th century all the way up until almost the end of the 20th century. So this is a really creepy place. There was a lot of stories of hardship, a lot of tales of like horror stories of people who had to spend time in here. And so I'm excited to see what we can capture. You ready, Miranda?
I am so ready. I'm really excited because ever since I walked in here, I've had a nervous sort of energy. So I don't know if that's just me, it could be, or if that just means that it's charged here and we're gonna get some activity, which I hope it's that one, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You wanna head up to we have a static camera already set up. pointed down the one tier of the cells while we're going to be in the other tier of the cells.
Yes.
And we already have some equipment set up there, so you want to head up to that tier and see if we can make communication with anyone?
I do, but first, everybody watching needs to make sure that they hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because more than 50% of you guys watching aren't subscribed to the channel. You might just not know that. So hit the subscribe button, it helps us out, and leave us a comment down below. So let's make our way up.
Let's do it. That was Miranda going past the spirit pod here. Dave going past the spirit pod.
As far as we can.
We do have the candle set up right here on the edge of the bars, and it is on right now, so we'll have to keep an eye on that candle. Check out some of these cells, you guys. You gotta really pull the door open. But these cells, of course, are a little bit bigger than what we know and are used to, but you got this person who, really did all of the Pink Floyd albums on the wall here, among other things. And there would have been a toilet as well that they would have used, but that bunk looks very uncomfortable, doesn't it? What happened?
Just a heads up, I did move these two so we can keep eyes on them at all time.
Perfect, yeah. So the candle is still on, and then we have the piccolo, which is an EMF music box.
Yes, because initially I thought that we were going to have a camera on the catwalk, which was going to get this door, but we decided to change that up, so I'm moving it in here.
Okay.
Well, if there are any spirits here at the Delaware County Jail, my name is Dave, this is Ryan, and this is Miranda. And Ryan and I were here 2 years ago. We came here to visit you guys. If you happen to remember who we are, could you touch one of these bright lights that we have set up here for you?
Oh, wow. Literally the tripwire just went. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was so blinded by that, I didn't see it. That's cool. Thank you for doing that.
I don't think I caught it on camera because I was pointing up towards you and not down, but let me zoom out a little bit in case that happens again. If you saw those lights light up in front of Dave, can you do it again for us so we can see it? We missed it, on camera at least, I think, but I saw it with my eyes.
We just wanted to come back here and talk to you guys tonight for a little bit.
There's also some music on the other side that if you really want to touch that music, you can go ahead and touch that and we'll know that you're here.
Oops. You want me to film for a minute?
Yeah. It's in auto exposure, so
okay.
Then you can just zoom with the ring. Oh, perfect. If there's anyone here, I'm going to set up this recorder and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to try and put your voice on this box. This looks weird, but it's like a tape recorder, if you remember that, or if you're from an earlier time. This will just record your voice like a phonograph, and we can listen back to it. It's a lot smaller than a phonograph, but... Ooh, it just went again. Did you get that?
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, the tripwire just went off again. If you're touching this and making these lights go off, talk into this. Delaware Jail, EVP. Any of you boys want to step up and let us know why the law locked you up in here?
How long have you been locked up?
What was that?
It was on the other side.
I heard it. Are you over there on the other side?
Which one of these cells is yours? Can you tell us? Whoa. Oh, that might have been you, because the antenna's really close to your leg. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this back and see if we can hear anything.
Delaware Jail, EVP. Any of you boys want to step up and let us know why the law locked you up in here?
How long have you been locked up?
It's on the other side. I heard it. Are you over there on the other side? Are you? It's on the other side. I heard it. Are you over there on the other side? Which one of these cells is yours? Can you tell us? Can you tell us?
Is there something there?
Sounds like it.
Can you tell us?
Candle went out. So that's an EMF candle. If anything gets close to that, it's gonna turn off and on. So it's just like any other EMF detector, like the millimeter is an EMF detector, but this has a readout so you can see how many milligauss it actually spikes. Which is interesting. It's funny enough, it's 66.6 degrees in here. But that one doesn't have a readout. If it just reaches an EMF spike near it to a certain level, it will go off. So, but let me fast forward here. Because I thought I heard something there at the end.
Sounded like a woman's voice.
So it was before that.
Which one?
After you asked which one of these cells is yours.
Which one of these cells is yours? Can you tell us?
Or like whistling or something.
Yeah, right there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's whistling or if it's something.
Can you tell us?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Which one of these cells is yours? Can you tell us?
It doesn't sound like vocal tone. Again, it could be something naturally that we'll be able to debunk later when we watch this footage back. But in the moment, we just tag any strange noise that we hear that we didn't tag in the moment during the EVP session. So,
Which one of these cells is yours? Can you tell us?
Well, it might have been you, because you're saying it was the antenna's really close to your leg.
okay. So, besides that one strange noise on this, nothing that we can really claim to be paranormal or strange.
Here, you want to take this and let me see here. Which one of you guys came up and turned this candle off? Can you come back up here and try to grab that candle that's on the bars? It'll turn back on for us. I doubt that you can do it, though.
It would help us out a whole lot if you could just go up and touch that candle. It would be a way to let us know that you're here. It's not like we're asking you to perform. We just want to know if there's any of you boys that are left behind here. Did you hear how that beeped? That wasn't you touching it, but it'll beep kind of like that whenever you do touch it. Yeah, just like Dave is right now. We think that you might be able to use that to let us know that you're here. So if you could, please go up to it and touch it, just like he did.
Figured a bunch of tough guys in here would want to show us up, but I don't think they can do it.
It doesn't seem like it.
Do they only house men?
In here, yeah. I mean, there was a women's block upstairs
Oh, okay.
that Allison and Cag are probably going to be investigating, but we're just in the men's right now.
Okay.
So this would have only been men here.
Gotcha.
Maybe if one of you guys made a loud knocking sound in your cell, maybe Miranda would come in and talk to you.
Would you like that, to have a lady in your cell? I've seen some of the graffiti that you guys did in this place, that some of the other prisoners did. I'm not saying you did it, but
If you guys knock, I'll come.
Should we go downstairs for a minute?
yeah. We can listen for this equipment just as a mark.
Yeah.
The candle is off. That was me. The candle is off. So if we come back up and the candle is on.
That was him.
Oh, okay. Then we'll know.
Oh yeah, that was the spirit pod, sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was the REM pod behind Miranda. It is a good spot because you see how like this spirit pod right here, it's like a REM pod, but has a very long antenna. And we can't even walk by it without setting it off. Although I'm going to prove it wrong by walking by it and not setting it off.
Of course.
But see, Miranda just did.
All right, boys, we'll leave you to your tier up there. But if you want to come out and inspect any of that stuff we set up, go for it.
Do we want to do a walkthrough throughout the cell block with anything?
We can, yeah.
Maybe just to get a baseline reading of anything that might come through that's strange, like, I don't know if we have we have a couple of spirit boxes, or we could just do ghost tube. Any of you boys want to come out and say hello? We heard there was an inmate named Arnold who passed away in here. A prisoner named Arnold. We heard that you took your own life in here. Is that something that you want to talk about, or you want to talk about your life?
So you gotta be here.
Who was that? Did someone just try and come through? Anyone in cell 6 here? We don't mean you any harm. We're just here to visit. I don't know if you know this, but the jail's not open anymore. Does anyone want to talk?
There's a lot of musical graffiti in here. What was your favorite band?
Anybody in here like Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin or AC/DC? This is a good place to do the spirit box because it's like a Faraday cage in a way, like radio signals can't get in through these thick limestone walls and these steel cells. So you have very minimal radio interference, but I'm waiting in my cold cell when the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life, and it doesn't have much time because at 5 o'clock they'll take me to they'll take me to the gallows. So I'm seeing spots, so I can't read. I'm literally, from that light right there, when I look at the light and I look back, this is all just spots, so I can't read anything. At 5 o'clock, they'll take me to the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are, and then they're kind of scribbled into it, are burning low, maybe. Are running low. The sands of time are running low. It's interesting.
You want to switch off, and I can do this down the other tier? Because that thing is hefty.
It is, yeah. Now you know, when we were at the location the other night, which you'll see, everyone watching will see what episode we filmed, but we started off the investigation, me carrying this rig, and they walked around and I carried this rig for like an hour and a half.
Don't know how you did it.
Now you feel my pain while I was complaining about my back when we finished.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, that's why you go to the gym, though. So you can lug all the equipment around.
That's right. You got to train to film Paranormal Quest.
That's right.
I don't train for anything. All right, gentlemen. We're still going to be walking around with our radio. We want you to come through and talk to us. Could someone come through and tell us their name? Anybody remember Sheriff Penny? Oops.
Careful,
Careful.
Dave. Sorry. I know there's got to be some boys in here that are mad at the system. Guys that want to break out, guys that want to riot. Anybody in here want to do that?
I know a lot of you guys really want it out of here, but this guy's just dying to get out of here.
Boo.
Where are you boys at? The last time we were here, you came through and talked through our radio. Who's in cell number 2 here? What's your name? Making sure the graffiti's okay. Who stayed in this cell? Hotel Delaware. Is your spirit still trapped in the Delaware Hotel, Hotel Delaware? That's what the inmates call the jail, by the way. We were sent in here to do some time. Which one of these cells are we supposed to be in?
Creepy. Got a prison, a jail uniform displayed on here. I just walked by and I saw shoulders. I was like, what the hell is that?
It's a little unsettling. Does anybody want to talk with us? If not, we might have to send the jailer in to toss the cells and look for some contraband. I think we'll start with cell number 4. Last chance if you want to come through and tell us your name right now. If that was you, could you try one more time, just a little bit louder? Nothing.
Nothing. Literally the whole walk around, 15 minutes of nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know why everything's so quiet.
That's real paranormal investigating.
It's true.
Right, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
How many places have we almost fallen asleep in trying to have something happen?
A lot. And a lot of them seem to be jails. I think. I don't know.
A lot of them seem to be hospitals and asylums, too. We've fallen asleep, or almost fallen asleep, in just about every location that you can imagine.
That's fair. Well, what should we do now?
Let's do a sweep maybe up to the tier that we have the camera set up on.
Mm-hmm.
And we will just see what comes through here, I guess. Delaware Jail. Maybe there's a way that they can communicate through this. Maybe because we haven't had any equipment interaction, no EVPs, nothing through the spirit box. Maybe something relevant will come through here, or maybe it'll just be random words, but it is interesting sometimes to see what GhostTube says to help break up the monotony. All right. I wish I had a million words to lie. I would still have to live with wolf and way pishoristi, my guilt and awe. I can't even read that. FNOW, or is it KNOW? I don't know. So fno the day. Weird. They wrote some weird shit on the walls here. My favorite is upstairs, though.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
I don't know. We might have to move the camera.
Actually, if you guys want to, you can stay out here and I'll walk down.
Okay.
With that wide angle filming me.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cell.
What?
Oh, wow.
The very
Bloody.
cell, and then it said bloody. The very first word it says is cell, C-E-L-L. I have location services turned off. This is in airplane mode, so it can't tell where I'm at. Like, it doesn't connect to it. Why would the first word be cell?
I want to stay.
Well, you can stay. You don't have to leave. That was me.
Now I know why he didn't want us up there, because he knew that I would knock that over in an instant.
Yeah. I tried to get by it and I knocked it a little bit.
That happens.
Okay. I really don't know, like, what are the chances out of 1,500 words in GhostTube, the first one that comes through is cell, and then bloody?
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might walk up on this side.
Yeah.
What cell is it that you want me to come to? You told me cell. I'm standing in front of a bunch of cells. Precisely why I didn't want you guys to come over here.
Yes.
Bowls in china shops.
You're not wrong.
Let me show you. If you walk here,
Sensible.
you hear that music? Maybe you can set off that music.
Ground.
What about the ground? Sensible ground? I don't know what you mean.
Ryan's over on the other side of the tier. He wants you to come over there and talk to him.
They're here.
Who's here? Who is it that is here? It's dark over here. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you like? Is for it to be dark in here? Are you afraid of Dave's bright light?
If you don't like the bright lights,
This happens.
touch one of our devices that we set up and we can turn the light off.
What happens?
What is your name?
My name is Ryan, and that's Dave and Miranda over there. What is your name? Are you guys all right over there?
Yeah, we're good. All right, number 16, you're the lucky one.
If you want us to leave,
Oh my God.
all you have to do is tell me. That was me.
Okay.
I'm all the way down at the end now.
Yeah, there's that woman in there with a motorcycle.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm at the end
Maybe
of
it's
the
not the
tier
lucky cell.
by cell 12.
Institution.
Tell you what, nobody was breaking out of these doors. Those things are so heavy.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on somebody to turn on our candle over here. All you gotta do is try and pick it up.
Where are we?
We're at the Delaware County Jail in Delaware, Ohio. Some of the inmates called it Hotel Delaware. It was open a long time, over 100 years of prisoners and history and hardship.
What was that?
I don't know. I heard it though.
Was that your stomach, Ryan?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I'm starving. Not eating anything since this morning has completely destroyed my soul.
That
She's
may
not
have been
here.
the loudest stomach growl I've ever heard.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to come back out and walk over there back to you guys because none of this equipment
Not likely.
seems to want to go off.
Hurry up. Can you set off this REM pod right here before Ryan gets back over here? Can you touch that really quick before he gets here? Hurry up.
How's that battery doing on that camera?
Last I looked, it had 2 bars.
2 bars. Yeah, I just found it.
Okay. Here, hold that really fast. Okay. I'm going to go use the restroom really fast.
Okay.
Because, of course, naturally, we get started. Then my bladder's like, I
Yeah,
gotta go.
it's all right.
But maybe one less person in here will be good.
Maybe. All right, Ryan's leaving. He doesn't want to be in here anymore with you guys. Okay, so Ryan has officially left. It's just me and Miranda in here now. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Who was that? It's just the two of us in here now, so if you feel more comfortable, could you touch one of the devices that we have set up? Can you make that sound one more time?
Drowned.
Can you do this from your cell? I keep hearing movement over here.
I do too.
Who is that?
Was that me? Not you.
It's literally right down here.
That's Ryan.
That's Ryan, yeah. That second. Music box.
I hear that. Can you push this shut again, Ryan? Thank you.
We were just,
hearing movement from there.
yeah.
You were hearing movement over there?
Yeah.
Are you over there on that side?
Can you step away from the music box so we know it's you?
Now that's been set up for how long?
30 minutes or plus at this point. That's pretty interesting. I mean,
Anti-clockwise.
That's a very weird thing to say.
let's say anti-clockwise.
Yeah. But it was weird. As soon as you left, we started hearing like movement and like kind of like metal sounds. And then right before you came in, I don't know if Miranda heard it or not, but to me it sounded like a foot.
Yeah.
Just one little thing. And then the music box started going off.
Wow.
It's weird.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I just went across to the bathroom and then came right back. So.
But I'm interested if it is the two-party thing.
Yeah.
So why don't I go to the restroom now?
Okay, let me run over there and reset that. Because our music box.
Oh.
That was
Sorry.
me. Our music box has. It's used so much, it's old. And the problem is that when it gets triggered, sometimes it gets stuck, and it happens to us all the time where like I'll walk in front of it and trigger the music box, but then it won't stop even after I move. So we know that it does that, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't originally triggered by something unexplainable.
Yeah.
It just means that it's old and it gets stuck like this. So let me go reset it so it stops.
Ryan's coming over there unless you make that music stop.
Should I film you leaving? I didn't think to.
Tell me about it. He told me.
Tell me about it, he told me. I'm sorry, film what?
You leaving.
Probably just walking down the steps is fine.
Okay.
Okay. So there's that. That was me. Good, it didn't get stuck this time. Okay. Cool. Okay. Here, Miranda, I'll switch you.
Okay. Got it.
Got it? All right. Cool.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Look inside.
Look inside where?
Do you want us to look inside your cell? You have to tell us which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want us to look inside?
Choose.
You want me to choose which cell to look into?
Okay, Dave is officially gone. He just shut the door. Yeah, choose which cell, Miranda, that you want to look into.
All right, I'll choose. What about, that was me.
That was me.
I mean, they always say 13's an unlucky number.
Optionally.
Do 13.
Yeah, let's do 13, I guess.
Hopefully there's not any bad graffiti. All right, I chose a cell. And I came inside and just look inside. Is that okay?
It's my stomach. Come on, Miranda's in this cell right here. Doesn't anyone want to say hello to her? How long's it been since you had a pretty girl alone in your cell? Probably never. Don't you want to say hello to her?
Maybe.
I heard that, yeah. Somebody walking over there again.
Yeah, I thought I heard like footsteps there.
Yeah. Who's walking over there?
I think that right there is Dave coming back up to the door. Okay. Maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Okay, so that was Dave. I don't know what the other thing was because...
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Ryan's going to close that.
Okay. Nothing happened while you were gone. Were you walking around out there before you just walked up?
I walked from the bathroom to get my drink.
Okay, because we heard footsteps. And we weren't sure if they were you or not.
I can't say one way or another.
Okay. We'll just say it was you because we can't go back out there and then make him reshut the door.
Right.
But for argument's sake, for evidence sake, we'll say that we heard you when you exited the bathroom and went to go get your drink and then walked back this way.
Okay.
So, I do need to switch this camera battery because it's getting ready to...
Do we have one?
Yeah, I have 2 in my pocket.
Okay.
Sit with me.
Yeah, Miranda, go in there and sit with him, but give me 1 second to change this camera battery.
All right. I'll sit with you, but you
Bless.
gotta tell me. And then it just said bless.
Bless.
Maybe I can go sit in one of those cells since that's where we were hearing movement.
Across the way?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to.
Yeah, I don't want you to get mad at me though for being a china in a bowl shop. Or
A China.
A china and a bull shop.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that. I
mean,
stand by what I said.
If you can squeeze by the camera without knocking it over.
Probably. I should be fine.
Let me go because I got to get this on camera to prove to Allison it wasn't me. Because we're borrowing Allison's camera right now.
Oh no.
So, long story. When we left to come on this investigation, we stopped at home after our last investigation, and my intention was to grab all of the stuff to charge our cameras and batteries for this investigation and the next. And I left all of our charging stuff at home, so our camera batteries are being conserved for tomorrow night's investigation. So we're using Allison's night vision camera. She was kind enough to let us use her night vision camera. So please go down to the comments and say thank you, Allison, for letting us use your night vision camera. They're bored.
They're bored, apparently. Do you want me to take this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it wasn't for Allison, we'd have no camera to use right now. So thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
Thank you, Allison.
Let's go. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, are you going to go this way?
Oh, wait. Oh, yes, that is a way I can go. Okay. No, I go this way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a silly lady.
Just a china and a bowl shop.
That was funny.
I just picture a plate in a shop with just a bunch of bowls on the shelf.
I can't speak.
Yeah. Can I move it? Will you let me move it?
Are you allowed to move it?
See, problem solved.
I'm close.
I'm close? Okay.
Fortunate.
9.
Wed.
Wed. Oh, that was me.
What did it say? Web?
What is it?
Wed. Yeah.
Oh, wed.
Well, this was an awkward angle for you to turn around and film me in. What are you doing? Oh, I was trying to stretch out my hip socket. When you get older, you'll understand.
Yeah. What did she do?
Listen, I can't be
Is this
trusted.
turning into a Adelaide Haunted Horizons episode?
And I thought you were bad about knocking stuff over. Then I bring my girlfriend on an investigation and she just tries to destroy everything.
I think it's because we're using Allison's camera.
That could be this.
All of the klutzy juju is coming off of it.
The spirit of Allison is with us strongly.
It is.
Okay. All right, Miranda's down the tier right now if anyone wants to go and talk to her.
That's
Whoa.
me.
Oh, that's you.
Because I have decided I want to sit in cell 10.
Okay.
These things are so heavy. Or stand. I can't really. No, I can sit. All right, I'm in cell 10. Is there anybody in here with me?
Miranda's down there all by herself. Why don't you go down and chat with her in cell 10?
Suffering.
Are you suffering? Did they make you suffer here?
Reasoned. Lightning.
Who's still in this jail cell area? Who's still in the cell block? Miranda's holding a device that you can use to talk. Can you come through and tell her what your name is?
Night. Use caution.
It is night, and if you haven't noticed, there's absolutely no caution being used.
No caution to be had here, gentlemen.
But we appreciate you looking out for us because it's dark.
2 of our friends are going to be coming in here a little bit later. They're all the way here from Australia. So we would love it.
Move out of my way.
All right. I'll get out of the cell if you want.
We'd love it if you could come out and talk to them later while they're here.
You got told.
I know, I got told. All right, I got out of your way.
In front of you.
You want me to go in the cell in front of me?
If you're in front of Miranda there, touch that device that's on the floor. Just reach down and try and grab it. Or if you're over on the other tier now, can you make a knocking sound so we can come over and talk to you?
We'll give you another 5 minutes.
Why are you asking?
We just want to talk. If you don't want us to be in here talking to you, we just need to know. So if you could touch one of our devices we set up, that'll tell us.
It was an accident.
What was an accident?
We're going to do one last
Continue.
EVP session here to try and see if you'll come out and speak to us. But then we're going to have to leave because Allison and Cag, our friends, are going to be coming in here to try and talk to you.
Do you want me to turn this off?
You're fine for right now. Rolling EVP, Delaware County Jail. Second EVP in the cell block. Arnold, are you here?
How old were you when you got locked up?
Confusing.
I know it's confusing, but if you stand right next to me to my right and you talk really loudly, we think we can catch your voice on this box. Is there anybody here with us? Do you wish you'd gone down a different path in life? That you didn't end up here?
Are you innocent of the crime you were accused of?
Stomach? Okay, let's listen back to this.
Okay.
If nothing comes through,
You're fine for right now.
we'll call it an evening.
Rolling EVP, Delaware County Jail. Second EVP in the cell block. Arnold, are you here?
How old were you when you got locked up?
Confusing. I know it's confusing, but if you you stand right next to me to my right and you talk really loudly, we think we can catch your voice on this box. Is there anybody here with us?
Is that you? It's a loud, like a loud metallic, something on metal, like bong.
I heard that.
Same.
Coincidental.
Oh, it was a coincidence, okay. Thank you, Ghost Tube.
Do you wish you'd gone down a different path in life? That you didn't end up here?
I heard it again.
Mm-hmm. This is what we were hearing earlier.
To your left.
Are you innocent of the crime you are accused of?
Bird.
Stomach.
Nothing. Well, we did about an hour and 15 minutes in here, I think. About an hour and 10 minutes. And, well, an hour and 10 minutes on this camera. The music box did go off. We did have a couple creepy responses through GhostTube, but overall it seems pretty quiet in here. So this was an interesting and fun little session that we could do for you guys while we're on the road filming, because this whole week, I mean, for the past 2 weeks, we've been on the road filming new episodes. In the past 2 weeks, I think we've done 8 or 10.
Something like that.
Different
I've lost
locations.
track.
So yeah, this is the best we could do for you guys as far as a video or an episode this week, because editing, as you all know, editing our full-length episodes takes a lot of time, and we just didn't have the time this week. So this particular session was the best we could do for you here at the Delaware Jail. But make sure you tune in next week, because you never know.
I need it.
I need it. Make sure you tune in next week, because we're going to have a full-length, brand new episode for you. Was that you?
No.
Thank you. Can you touch that for us?
Can it see it?
Yeah. Yeah, that camera can definitely see it. Of course, we're getting ready to be done and leave, and the fucking REM pod goes off. For the first time in an hour. Thank you. Grab a hold of that.
Get really close to it.
Now that I'm not signing off, they're not setting off the REM pod. And you are gonna love some of these episodes that we've filmed for you guys so far over the past 2 weeks. So just be ready, because there's some crazy locations, some fun investigations, and a lot of adventure. We're excited to share it with you. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you hit that like button and comment down below.
Fight.
I'm gonna fight GhostTube here in a second.
Do you want me to turn it off?
Not Jared.
How did I die?
Yeah, you can go. Was that you?
I don't know.
Rosary beads.
But you just spoke.
What'd it say?
Did he just speak? This said rosary beads.
Did you just speak? I thought I heard a voice.
I did too. I thought it was Dave.
Oh, no, I didn't say anything.
Didn't make a noise at all?
The only thing I did was I shifted the camera.
But you didn't clear your throat or speak or anything?
No.
I just heard a voice.
Yeah.
Miranda heard it too.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering why you were looking at me like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, I heard a voice clearly. Why is it that nothing happens the whole time we're in here until it's time for us to leave and pack up?
Because they're excited we're leaving.
Shit starts happening. Make sure you comment down below that whether you like this style of video or not. Of course, we've done a few of them. It's been a while, and make sure you comment down below if you saw anything that we missed. And make sure you share the link out with everyone. And we'll see you in the next episode. At the next location. Pausing for activity. Because it's gonna happen. On the next adventure.
And a special shout out to Adelaide Haunted Horizons.
On our paranormal quest. Anything, spirits? Anything, prisoners of the Delaware jail? Since you seem to love to wait until I'm in the middle of signing off of a video to start having crazy activity happen.
Continue.
See you next time. Bye.
Hey, if you enjoyed that episode, maybe click on one of these other videos and watch some more. If you want to subscribe to the channel, click on this button right down below. We want to thank all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters for making all of this possible. And we'll see you next time.